now looking at the issues in Delta State, and that's the killing of soldiers in Okwama community, Ogeli, Delta State. We have a colleague of ours, AZUKA Chemeka, will be joining us very shortly to give us the inside analysis. Do we have him on the line? Hello, AZUKA.
Yeah, good morning. How are you doing?
Good morning, AZUKA. Fantastic. Great. So, we are still in the dark. We don't know the inside story of these killings. Tell us, as a journalist that is based in WARRI, Delta State, what actually went wrong?
Good morning, Fred. I want to send my condolences to the Nigerian military personnel families that lost their lives in this issue. It's actually disheartening that young, vibrant officers that have commissioned their lives to serve our great country will lose their life in a communal issue. I'm using the word mere issue because the Oketokun crisis has been lingering on for a while, and I'm sure the Delta State government, from our findings, have already put in machineries and also effort in ensuring that both communities they live peacefully. But on Friday, the whole state was thrown into a sad note when the news broke that men of the Nigerian army that went to the Kwama community were attacked and they lost close to 16 military personnel. Immediately after journalists, some of us went to the site to find out what really happened. And getting there is a more or less confusing story. For the people of Okwama, we spoke to some of them, and they felt that they are being served the wrong way, that they were not responsible for the death of the military men. Rather, it was the military personnel that killed some of their community persons or people. That is coming from the community that the Nigerian army claims killed some of their soldiers.
Okay, Azuka, sorry. There was crisis among those communities. Okay.
The two crises, I got the two there's the Solomon community, which is the Bomodi local government of the state, and there is the Okoma community, which is in Ogeli South in Delta State.
Okay, but the soldiers have also been accused of taking sides, you know. Is that...
That is where the story is becoming more confusing. Because with what we heard from the investigation that was carried out by some journalists in the state, we found out that the soldiers came to Okoma community in physical grounds from elders, as well as the chairman of that community must follow them to Bomodi local government for peace talk, that they want to resolve the issue. Meanwhile, chieftains of the community said it was not possible to release their elders as well as some of their top chieftains. And that was when the military got upset and now started shooting, which ended up killing several of their community persons.
Okay. Okay, so now to tell us the situation. We understand that members of those communities are deserting. They are leaving the community.
As I speak with you, that community is already in good start. Because in the second reprisal that happened when the military came, the community spokesperson, as it were, that we had interaction with, he was able to escape with his family and he's seeking refuge in one of the nearby villages. He was the one that told us the story that the military came raised down the entire community, and in the process, killed as well as vandalized whatever was left of that community. So presently, as of this morning, there is nobody in that community as activity.
Okay, so you're talking about Okwama. What about the other communities that were initially involved in the crisis?
The other community is still safe. That is the Okoloba. People there are also apprehensive that as far as you're living in the coastal region of Delta State, as of now, we know what the military is capable of doing. We've seen it during the WARRI crisis, and details or the situation is not a good one. Many people living in that coastal region, they are already leaving their villages, going to the major towns or villages that are nearby off the coastal region just to avert or avoid situations that might not be pleasant to them.
So AZUKA,
in that coastal area now.
AZUKA, when we read the reports and the dailies, it was largely saying that the military men killed were actually answering responding to a distress call, and in the process, a group of youth or so lay ambush for them. Is that not part of the stories you're being told? Part of the things that you are also investigating in the case.
We actually went down that way. But why I will give you a summary of the situation. But to also further, like you just asked, to also clarify some of those issues. Similar questions were asked. And the first question that we asked was the military responding to a crisis. And they actually went into the area without informing, one, the Delta State government. We are not of the know that military is being dispatched to go and settle a community issue. We have heads of committees involved in the safety of persons living in the coastal region. We have head of security in the state. They were not of the know that the military was entering into such communities. And again, living, as I told you earlier, the two communities that were having this crisis are in both different local government council of the state. For Okoloba, they are in Bomodi local government of Delta State, while Okwama is located in Ughelli South. It is believed that if the military really wanted to carry out a genuine peace talk or peace meeting, they would have invited both parties to a neutral ground. But they did not do that. Rather, they left Okoloba, went straight to Otuama, and before now, Otuama have had series of attacks from their neighboring community. Most times, they claim that those people normally come up with military camouflage. They wear military uniform to attack them. So, to them, any military man coming into the community stands as a threat to them. But we are, as journalists, we will not be bothered about that. What we were actually looking at for was the actual cost of getting to the point of killing military men that are serving the nation. And that was where we centered our investigation on.
AZUKA, we must thank you so much for finding time to call us this morning. AZUKA Chiemeka, thank you so much. And yeah, we just want to urge you to keep safe.
No, we are safe. We are safe.
Yeah,
we are also appealing to the federal government, because the state government is actually swung into action to see how they could service the situation. So we are also calling on the federal government to please mediate in a very peaceful manner. And we shouldn't want a repeat of what happened in OD, in Bayelsa a couple of years back. It's on like the culture of Delta. We've never had situations where military men are killed. Even during the time of WARRI crisis, it was never like that. This is not our culture. This is not our way of life. And that is why we are pleading that they should look at that side of Delta as well as our citizens.
Thank you so much, AZUKA Chiemeka. Thank you so much. Okay, AZUKA Chiemeka, yes, a journalist based in Delta State. He was in Abeokuta 2006 to cover the National Sports Festival. So we became friends then, and we've stuck since then. Now, you've listened to him. Dr. Oketokun, what do you make of what he has said? He actually says something that is quite striking to me, that the military men invaded those communities without the knowledge of the state government or the state government or the state governor.
Well, thank you very much. I wouldn't know the rules of engagement of the military in such situations. If they must, of necessity, inform the state government when going for an operation like that. However, let me also say that it's very unfortunate that the military men, whether they inform the state government or not, had to die in such a manner. It's so unfortunate, and our condolences to the military high command. When there are communal clashes, it behoves on everybody. All hands must be on the deck so that it does not degenerate to this kind of situation where military is involved and then it involves killing of military. It shouldn't get to that level. When it gets to that level, then something is very wrong. And we must, as a matter of policy, ensure that it doesn't happen again. I'm happy that the federal government has ordered investigations into what happened. And I believe that the investigation will be transparent enough to really unravel what really happened. We should not be too quick to jump to conclusion because of the severity of the situation. Otherwise, the thing will linger on, and what we are trying to resolve will not be resolved at the end of the day. When issues like this happen, justice must be seen to have been done to all sides.
Okay, according to Chemika, Honorable Fatoki, he actually said that one of the communities accused the other of bringing men to attack them in military camouflage. I think that also is instructive. We see a lot of people wear military camouflage, and they are not military men. You know, maybe that's fuel to this. You know, so to say. What do you think?
Yeah, in the area of rules of that institution, I'm very much aware, I know that even the police, for example, if the police at Adato police station, for example, want to make arrest around Afewa, the first thing they do, or they must do, is to go to the DPO at Afewa, get them acquainted that this case was reported at our station. Is either they transfer the case to Afewa, or they get them informed before moving to the community. Okay. That's the practice. I also remind you, in the case of this activist in Oyo,
Sunday
Igboho, when he was attacked, and there was complaint that even the state were not aware. It is wrong. Then we critically look at what happened in Delta. The community that attacked the military men claimed that on several occasions people have been even talked about disguised as military men and attacked them successfully. So there's no way they can be sure of the identity of those claimed to be military guys that were coming. More importantly, when the authority of the state, even the local government is supposed to be involved, the local government administration there, or the two local governments should be involved with the reason and the motive of going to that community. Now, let me tell you, as an individual, this is it should give us serious concern. Even individuals, I've experienced it. I don't even want to say that I've even done it, where I seek the support of the military guys. I will use the word illegally, because if you don't make formal application to request for the assistant in any way of the either military or the police, and use your influence, you talk to the military guys, no, I've been cheated to this place, come and assist me. And you have 2, 3, 4, 5 military men following you, and on this terror on that community, you are using influence. So don't be surprised that is exactly what happened here.
So is that exactly, you know, when we were talking earlier, the severity of the issue, you know, you were trying to also capture what actually happened, leading to what the president has ordered, the raising of the community. We saw pictures of, you know, a community, you know, under fire and all of that. Is that also going to reflect on the reaction?
Yes, the investigator, the panel should look at who actually gave instruction for the military men that went to that community that before they were killed. Who gave that instruction? What was the process? Who was actually in charge? Who took that decision? You will discover at the end of the day that even the head of that decision might not be aware. It might be some influential community leader. So I feel, no, I want your assistance.
If that happens to be the case, the military, you know, we just look at them, they are representing Nigeria, and of course, like the president described, an affront to the nation. So whatever it is the investigation is going to reveal, based on your scenario, saying that, oh, it's possible that the head of that unit might not be aware of what they went to do or something. So if that is the case, they are dead right now. It looks like the gravity of losing 16 officers and soldiers together, it's on the nation. And of course, we still have them doing a lot of you know, a lot of you know, interventions in different parts of the country. How will the people see them now?
Yes, that is why the government have to be more proactive. They have to act fast to get to the nitty-gritty, right? Now, you see, if you look at like the position of your man that, you know, gave that information, the submission was very clear. If the community may not be, maybe they were not sure that those that were massacred were actually military men. And, you know, at the end of the day, it happened. But the fact of the matter is, how did they get to that community? Who brought them there? Who instructed them to go there? What was the plan? All right. Then, was the instruction made formally? Is it by impulse? You know, then that will give us the information. At the end of the day, okay, we are just talking about the 16 military guys that were massacred or killed. How do you know the number of civilians that have been killed in that community? It might have grown to maybe 100, 200. So the fact of the matter is, things have to be done normally.
Okay, we just expect that this matter is, you know, approached with circumspect, because it's quite important, so that we don't have collateral tragedy in that town. Because just like Chemeka sounded, it's appearing that the people, the communities don't even trust, the authority, and that's why they actually went for the guys they went for. Gentlemen, it's a developing story. We'll still have to look at it in the days ahead. We have to allow you go now. Dr. Lekan, Oketokun, thank you so much for coming.
My pleasure.
Honorable Johnson Fatoki, thank you too for joining us this morning.
The service for humanity, service for the nation.
Okay, when we come back, we shall be talking the economy. We are looking at the manufacturing sector. The federal government has said they are putting 100 billion naira in the manufacturing sector. What would that do? How is that going to actually make that sector grow? That's our next discussion. Stay with us.